Hello. Keith Edwards has been popping up quite a bit on the Garden Girl channel recently, and we're going to be seeing some more of him, which I'm very excited about because he has so much wonderful knowledge which he is willing to share with us. Today, we're going to go and see Keith and his lovely wife Leslie and see their fabulous garden. Let's go and take a look. Keith, thank you so much for having us in your beautiful garden. I am absolutely astounded by how much you have fit in here. It's a normal sized block, isn't it?
It is. It's the old quarter-acre block. Yep. Big house on the block. So out the backyard here, we've got roughly about 200 square metres of garden.
And how many fruit trees do you have?
We've got around about 80 in this backyard.
80. And I can see a lot of them, but I can't see 80. I don't know how you do that. Where are they?
Well, they're all spaced around, and there's a lot of clever ways that we've done the planting. So where you need a fruit tree that's got a cross-pollinator, yep. I've dug one big hole, lots of compost, and put 2 trees in it. We've got avocados. We've got 2 avocados, an A and a B type. We've got apples. We've got 2 lots of pears. Another pear variety here, a white sapote. And then coming up here.
Who has heard of a sapote before? I haven't. Brett will have to put a picture up because we don't know what that looks like.
It's a fruit. It's a sweet fruit that looks a little bit like an avocado, except it's round. But the flesh inside is white, and it's got a flavour a little bit like a cross between a banana and a mango, and it's very, very hard to sort of explain unless you taste it. But it is my absolute best fruit of all time. This is a King Billy plum, which is just absolutely sensational.
What is that at the back?
That is our beehive. So
bees, beautiful bees, who I hope are visiting my garden a couple of doors up as well, because I don't have any.
I'm sure they go your way. You've got a beautiful garden up there too.
Very quickly, what you've got. Let's go.
All right, so in here we've got butter beans, capsicums, silver beet, multicoloured stem silver beets, the last of the tomatoes, spring onions that look like leeks, baby sunbeans, lettuce, more beans, tomatoes, beetroot, lettuce of different varieties and so forth down here. Then this bed will become eventually a herb bed. Over here we've got all the different types of garlic that's just starting to come up. And that's just the veggies. Persimmons, French prunes, English prunes, all the different types of apples, apricots, nectarines, tamarillos, citrus over this side over here, ballerina apples, the white sapote up the back, another fig, black genoa, another fig over in the back corner, the European plums again, nectarines of different varieties, apples over there, which are varieties such as Rome Beauty, Cox's Orange Pippin, olives. 2 different types of plums, lemons, and then more olives.
Macadamias over there.
Tamarillos, pomegranates, cherries.
You're breathless now, aren't you, Keith?
I am.
And behind me is a massive euphorbia, which I have never seen one so big.
Euphorbia lamii, which is actually the tree euphorbia. That's why it's called a tree euphorbia. It's nice and big.
Beautiful flowers?
Insignificant, but all right.
Oh, I'm disappointed now.
So am I. This is the best plum that you'll ever taste. This one here is called Green Gage, but it's been grafted with its pollinator, so Coe's Golden Drop. So there's 2 different types of plums on here, but the Green Gage was the best plum that I've ever tasted. I paid a fortune for them in Harrods in England. Had to have the plant when I got them out here. Absolutely magnificent.
Possums, Keith, they are a problem in everyone's garden. What do you do? What is your solution?
Well, possums are territorial, so they're going to protect the space they're in. And if you've got lots of food for them, that's just where they're going to hang around. So rather than eating leaves and so forth, if you give them an apple, they'll eat the apple, they'll be done fat and happy, they'll protect their own space, and they'll leave your plants alone. And that's probably one of the best solutions you'll ever come up with.
1 apple a night?
1 apple's enough. They've only got little tummies.
Food production was obviously very important when you were designing the garden.
The concept there was that you can have lots of beautiful flowering things, but they don't give you much in return. I want my grandkids to enjoy what we've got.
Tell us about the rooms, that's another thing, yes.
Yeah, so rather than being able to walk out and just see the whole backyard in one hit, you create an interest by putting in hedging and so forth and little nooks and crannies around the place. So the lawn area, not very productive, but when you put raised garden beds into it, all of a sudden you've got lots and lots of productivity and enjoyment in the garden, because that's the key.
Keith, we can't possibly not talk about these amazing hedges. What is this plant?
This is Ligustrum undulatum, or the New Guinea privet. So it remains evergreen, doesn't lose its leaves, so it looks horrible in the middle of winter. It keeps this beautiful colour all year round. A little bit pruning-wise, a little bit of work in it. But,
I can see that. I think that only that little bit might drive me a bit mad. How do you keep it so perfect?
Just practice.
Okay, but you don't put the string along
No.
and all that sort of thing. You just go along and
just go along, and if it works, it works.
Perfect. And at this challenging time that we're all dealing with, having so much food is such a wonderful thing. So we all really need to be doing more of what you are doing and planting fruit and vegetables.
Exactly. And I mean, this is where all the nutritional value is in this garden.
I know.
And it's for our own health.
And it's your
the
own.
stronger, and that's the stronger your health is, the less
The more
likely
we
you're
can
going to
cope
exactly
with what we're going through. And this one, Keith, what is this?
This is persimmon fuyu.
Fuyu.
And this is the only variety that I would bother having in my garden,
Right.
because you actually pick this as the fruit turns orange and it remains crisp. The other variety, you have to wait until it starts to soften up. A little bit like eating an rotten old apple.
Shoo. Oh, very tall, aren't I?
You are.
Keith, this is so beautiful and so productive. What is the message here?
The message is, this is the food that we grow, that we eat. We know when to grow it, we know how to grow it. It's all seasonal and it's incredibly productive. And the food that we grow in these garden beds here have got 80% more nutritional value than the food that you buy at the supermarket. So it's all about health, and it's all about caring about what you want to do.
And loving what you
love
do.
what you do.
Absolutely. That's enough of a message. We need to get out there and we need to buy our seed and we need to start growing. Let's do it. Thank you so much for having us. It's been absolutely wonderful.
And my absolute pleasure.
And as I said, we're going to be seeing a lot more of Keith in the future, and that's going to be so good. See you next time.